Hello,
Hey,
everyone, and welcome to the Mad LiberTEA party. My name is Paxton, and with me, as always, is the very colorful Mike. Is that an anonymous mask on top of you? Did you join Antifa?
yeah, I joined Q.
Oh yeah, QAnon.
Well, we're all mad here, and as we've said, madness is always more fun with friends, and this time we have a lot of friends in here with us. And that's usually kind of weird for our tea times. We usually do some one-on-ones, but this group comes together in a pack, or rather a squad. I would like to introduce you guys to some people that are pretty fucking cool. They have a podcast called the Goon Squad. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves? We'll start country.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm.
shit.
I'm. Will we lose Paxton?
Yeah.
Yeah, my
Oh, there he
stuff was
is.
on the keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm
I'm a
classified
professional.
country boy.
Oh my God, Paxton. Y'all see what I have to fucking work with. How about here we go.
I'm
We'll start that over again. How about you introduce yourselves? We'll start with country.
I'm a classified country boy.
And are you?
What? I can't
I'm
fucking
also-
move on my own
Disco
goddamn
Boogie.
show.
God
I'm
damn it,
from
Paxton.
Ohio.
You're fucking killing me.
This is
I'm trying to
classified
be-
country boy. Who's
I'm
next?
here trying to be professional. Who's
This
next,
is, this
y'all?
is basically turning into our normal fucking episodes that we typically have. It's a fucking shit show every
You've
time.
infected us immediately. Dear God. No, we
We're
have our
fucking
own shit
goons.
show. Jesus Christ almighty.
Oh fuck! I'm gonna keep it together for this one. I promise.
We're just a bunch of goons. What do you expect?
So who else do we have here with us tonight?
I'm Ox. I'm from Ohio.
And fucking Ohio, and you're trying to move, right?
I'm always moving. I guess that's good though.
I don't know if you meant dancing. Who's next? Next.
This is Disco
Next.
Boogie from Cali.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
California.
There it
Well,
is.
I'm so. Oh. That's awful.
It's sad.
So
I
you
know.
guys, so like you guys are all part of a Liberty podcast, and one of the things that we always like to start out with is asking people like if they were always like this or if they became this way. Was there like a magical coming to Liberty moment, or was it like a journey?
For me, I would say I was a statist. I was a neocon. I did some time in the service. I grew up pretty conservative and everything, and I don't know. I've always kind of questioned different things. Like with conservatism. For me, I kind of believed like economically, like we could be conservative and everything, but I always struggled with the fact that I believed in like certain human rights and basic human rights and stuff, and so when it kind of came down to it and I started to really kind of self-evaluate myself and everything like within the past few years, I just realized that I don't align with conservatism at all. And I ended up discovering that I actually really fucking hate the system entirely. And so it was just kind of like through people that I know that brought me to where I am now. So it was, I would say it was a little bit of a short journey, but I eventually got there. I was able to finally put a name to the face of how I felt. So,
That's the
You know,
tough
I hear
part
a
right
lot of
there.
stories about people going into the military as like Republicans or whatever, and then coming out as libertarians. That seems to be very common.
oh yeah, the military is such a shit show. It's not even funny. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah, you don't have to tell me that. I didn't even go in and I already know that. Like I'm a military brat.
oh yeah. So then you definitely know. I mean, it's just, I don't know. I'd consider, I had Stockholm syndrome after I got out, and I'd considered like going back in, but I mean, I like being a free man and doing whatever the fuck I want, whenever
Well,
the fuck I want, and not
what
have anybody
stopped you?
tell me
Just
to do.
that? Did it just like slow dawn on you didn't want to, or
I was going through the process and getting a packet ready to put in and go, and then one of the things that initially stopped me was I wasn't going to be able to get my old job back that I had. They didn't have any slots open. So they were going to send me back in as kind of, I don't know, basically like a cook or whatever they had open at the time. And they were going to end up sending me back through basic training because I was out for so long that I would have had to go back through. And I was like, no, I'm not going to start at the bottom and be treated like shit again and everything else like that. So I just said to hell with it. But I mean, nowadays
Kind of
I'm
glad you
hearing,
did.
yeah, but I'm hearing nowadays going to boot camp is kind of like going through vacation Bible school anyway. So
I do hear that. Well, before I ask 15,000 questions about how the military scarred you, what
show
about
us
the
on the
rest of you
dummy.
guys? How did y'all get here? What happened? Who's next?
I don't know. Honestly, I wasn't really political until 2019. You know, I got into running equipment and shit, and everybody around me was big Trump supporters. So I started to get my influence off of them. Started looking shit up, and I was like, "Fuck, this ain't bad." And then 2020 comes around, and fucking everything's all fucked, and start seeing everything he is doing and everything he isn't doing that he should be doing. So you just start to kind of like look at everything. You're like, man, this is all kind of fucked. And then
So just
all the meme warfare started on Facebook. And that's kind of
are
how I
you one
got
of the
into
people that
everything.
was converted by meme warfare? Because like we haven't actually had anybody on the show that was actually converted by the meme warfare. How does that work?
Honestly, I found like the pages and shit before I found Joe Jorgensen, but I don't know. I'd say it was kind of a mix of both. But the
Did
memes,
y'all
man,
both
those
vote for Joe? Are y'all voting libertarians or are you anarchists or
I
I
didn't
did not
fucking
vote.
vote.
I did not vote.
I didn't fucking vote.
I thought you guys voted. I totally did.
I was going to. I had the ballot filled out and everything, and I was getting ready to go vote, but I last minute it was just kind of like, I don't fucking think so. I'm not supporting this. Like I'm done. I'm not
Don't
gonna
want to
be that.
legitimize the system.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, and we were actually kind of talking about that today too. About validating the system and just continuing, playing into their hands, of thinking that there's hope for change, and then, you get shit on. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not consenting.
I only went and voted for one person, and it's somebody that like I actually know that I think is actually going in was trying to commit praxis. So
I
like
planned
I
on
was
voting
willing
at
to put him
first.
there. But I decided not. I mean, it didn't work, so it doesn't really matter. And that was a local thing. Like, I will vote locally, but I feel really, I don't know. I'm starting to feel bad about that even.
I I was
I
gonna
don't.
vote. I was gonna
God
vote
damn it!
local.
Before before we go up on the voting train, let's get back over here and ask
Oh, Disco's back.
Disco, you're back. So like,
Yeah, I'm
how
having
did you
internet
get
issues.
here? Like, what
For
happened?
me, yeah, for
Yeah.
me, it goes all the way back to like 2008 when I was just getting into politics and I was interested on both sides of like Democrats and Republicans. And I discovered the great Ron Paul. And I was just infatuated with his anti-war stance and the Ron Paul revolution. So from there, that's how I discovered libertarianism. So I was already around the community for a minute. And then just from like going to shooting ranges and stuff like that, I just heard of like the B word, boogaloo. Was like, oh, what does that mean? And just comes to fruition. Like around June, I hear about the protest, the George Floyd protest going on. I go out and I see a couple of them and I have a conversation with them and they told me what's up. And I was like, you know what? I 100% agree with that stuff.
And so like, did you end up voting?
I did. Same thing with. I did vote for Joe because in California, the votes don't really matter where it goes for the federal elections. But I did vote locally because those actually do affect you, and the local state propositions.
Clarify which Joe, the kid sniffing one, or or the mama bear one.
Or
Mama.
Mama Joe. So, like, do you guys still consider yourselves libertarians even though you don't vote, or are you just kind of like constitutionalists? Or
I won't lie, I'm still trying to figure out where I fall in, honestly. I still gotta,
you're still on the quest?
yeah, I'm still learning.
I'm
But
on the fucking,
right now, I'm libertarian leaning.
I'm on the path for fucking agorism or anarchy.
Why not both?
I mean, they're pretty much
They're pretty
synonymous,
much
but
one
I
and the
mean,
same. Like they go together very well.
yeah.
That's pretty much that's where I've settled into my groove at too. Well, as a voting libertarian, what do you think about everything that's going on, Boogie? Oh shit, is he still there? I think we lost him. Oh wait. I don't know.
What happened?
What happened?
Or we
Well,
just move on.
Yeah. Do you have any? I've been hoarding the guys since they got here. Do you have anything you want to like ask? Since you've been so kind and patient, Paxton, that doesn't normally happen.
Dude, I'm the most patient out of all of us. I don't know what.
Oh, that's totally actually pretty true.
Yeah.
Unless it
I
comes to
mean,
a social interaction, then it's me.
yeah. No. Yeah. Um. I don't know. There's quite a bit. I mean, just because there's so many people here, and you all have different ways of going about this. Um. I really just kind of want to jump into it and just ask, like, what do you think it is? Like, Mike and I fight about this quite a bit. It's on like what exactly the boog means. Like, what is your definition of the boogaloo? Start with country boy.
All right. So for me, I always like this question because like when I get asked by like the media like what it means. So the boogaloo to me is a it's I don't know. I always say that it's commonly misexplained as the coming of the second Civil War. I don't agree with that because I don't think that it would be much of a divide and us fighting amongst ourselves as much as it would be of more of a revolution. And to me, revolutions, you know, can be many things. They can be violent, they can be peaceful. I mean, and for me right now, the Boogaloo is at the stage of like peaceful revolution of being able to try and change and win hearts and minds and try and change the system for what it is now into something that, you know, I mean, when the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence was written, it was written to protect the people, to be for the people, and to protect them from tyranny and the overreach of big government. Well, we're starting to see the overreach of big government, and people's rights are being tread on every day. And so, for me, like the boogaloo right now is to be able to go out and kind of like convince as many people as we can, and even not even convince them, but just wake them up to what's going on right now. You know, and then as soon as we can try and get people to make a change and to stand up and to, you know, like it's great to see like with all these COVID lockdowns, just how many people are kind of standing there and going against all of the overreach and the regulations and stuff like that that have been put in place. I mean, 300 and some odd days into slowing the spread. I mean, actually it's like 200 something, but you know, people are getting fed up with it and sick of it, you know? And so, I mean, people who go and, you know, disobey the orders or mandates or whatever, I mean, they're technically doing what we do in the Boogaloo. I mean, trying to wake up to the tyranny.
It's frustrating that they don't seem to fucking understand that.
Exactly. You know, and instead they throw the hard T word over the top of us. And, you know, I mean, that's the government's way of intimidating and scaring people and running the fear mongering campaign into, making people think that we're all, like we're bad, but I mean, we're your
Mhm.
brothers, your sisters, your fathers, mothers, daughters. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, we are here and we are, trying to peacefully make change.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think I know anybody who really wants to fucking have anything to do with violence if they don't have to.
No, if you're simping for war, you're not understanding that it's not going to be a weekend out, out with the boys in the woods playing war, playing cowboys and Indians, and then going home after that, going back to work the next day. Like, no, like there is a high possibility that there will be a lot of innocent lives lost and high casualty rates and stuff. I mean, you could leave your family and go off and fight or whatever and come back home and your family's not there, and you can't control that. And if that's what you want, like, you need to think again. You need to understand what's going on. And if you've got nothing left to lose, don't fuck it up for everybody else, because I fucking care about my family. I mean, they're part of the reason I'm fucking here is because I don't want my kids to be in this fucking position when they go to have children.
I
Yeah.
think that's a common thing that most of the people involved in the book have, because that's something I talk about all the time, is just the fact that I don't want my kids to have to deal with this type of thing, so I'd rather it be me.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's a common strain, I suppose. What about you, Ox? How would you word this? How would you word it? I love hearing each and every person's like personal take on what the book is.
Yeah, it's good.
Putting you all on the spot.
Ox, what'd you do? You go home?
Did you
disappear?
Are you there, Ox?
Dude, Ox fell asleep again. Watch.
Oh my god.
Oh, upcoming episode, you will hear Ox snoring as he fell asleep in our own show.
We'll play the beer barrel polka behind it.
Well,
All
we'll
right.
just
Moving
All right,
on.
well, Boogie, what about you? Will you go and then maybe Ox will come back by the time you get done? Oh shit, did we lose him too?
What?
They're trying to stop us from talking to each other. I don't know who
Oh.
they is. God damn it, Craig.
yeah. God damn it, Craig.
Why do you do this?
Why?
Why are you like this? Go home to your wife. She misses you.
Let's be honest. Craig doesn't have a wife. He's a computer nerd. That's why he's spying on us.
Well, he used to have one.
Oh, fuck him.
I think
Man,
she found out he was having sex with the commie.
Oh, fuck. And then there was only one.
Yeah, and then there was only one. Well, okay.
It's
God
okay.
damn
I
it.
make the show, so it's fine.
How did the whole... Okay, wait. I started to go to another question and somebody showed up. Are you back, Ox? Speak to me, Ox. Speak to me.
He's likely having some microphone issues or some shit.
Blink 3 times if you can hear me. That's not going to work.
Hold on. Does he know he can chat?
I don't know. We're having some minor technical difficulties, y'all. Are there any interesting are there any questions in there right now, or are
Not
y'all
at the
just
moment, other than
talking about mushrooms?
yeah, just the mushrooms. So just continue on.
Well,
we'll go from there.
all right. While they're
We'll just
trying
fucking interview
to,
Country Boy. He's a fan anyway.
we'll go back to ask them that when they get back stably. Can you tell us what caused you guys to decide to do the podcast? Like, how did that happen?
Well, so for me personally, I mean, I've always like gone on rants about like the government, bitching about how everything sucks, and then, poor people would try to get away from me, but I mean, I'd always like catch them, it's like one of the things they ask me, oh, why do you hate government? It's like, well, do you have a few hours to sit down, I mean, while I sit and explain it.
Fucking rolls out the scroll.
Yeah, pretty much. But when we actually started doing the Goon Squad, which we ran into some issues at first. We had to do a rebrand, and then try and come back out strong. And we're the Goon Squad now. But for me, what I definitely think, and what we've actually been trying to do is we try to come out and be a podcast from the boys for the boys. Try to put on there important topics that we need to think about. Like we did an episode on mental health.
Yeah,
I did
I
an
liked that
episode
one.
for let's see, the non-aggression principle, which was our very first episode, and I definitely think that that's a good thing to preface with anything in our movement. I mean, yeah, it was slow because it was our first episode. Whatever, we're starting to get better and find our niche, but
It wasn't that slow. I mean, I
Man.
listened to it. Well, actually, I listen to everything like super fast, so technically it can't be slow, but
yeah,
I didn't think it was
Can you
bad.
can you guys hear me?
Yes.
no.
Okay. Fuck.
What did you do?
Hello.
Good
I don't
lord.
know.
It's the NSA.
I don't
It's the NSA
know.
spying on you.
Fuck.
I blamed it
Fuck,
on
I'll
our
hang up.
agent Craig. I was like, fucking Christ, Craig.
Well, no, I had to park a little bit farther from my spot of the hotel because not too long ago, the foreman's trucks got broken into, so everybody parks in my spot.
Well, fuck. Hi, Axios. I see
It's
you
a tough
over there.
life.
Is he
No,
fucking getting
Axios is in here.
I don't. He's not He's not in here. He's over in the chat.
Tell him to bring his
Oh.
ass. I sent him the link in the DM.
He's being a pussy.
In the DM.
Anyways,
Hey,
so
fuck you, whoever
now that
said
you
that.
guys are back, Ox, how shit. Okay, so Ox, what is quick before we lose you again? What's the boogaloo to you? Oh my god. Oh
The
dear god.
censorship.
They've turned it into the China thing. It's like if the Chinese hear a certain word, it shuts their internet off.
Probably.
I'm gonna stop saying the word. I'm gonna be like, okay. All right, okay, we're gonna try this. Boogie,
Yeah.
are you still there?
Can you hear me?
Let's try it. Try it again. Try it again.
How do you?
Can you hear me?
Okay, so in your words, yes,
No.
yes, we can hear you. In your words, what is the boogaloo?
The boogaloo is unity to me. To unite everybody of all sex, all colors, to get together. And because if you look at all these other groups, everybody complains about the same thing. They just have a little bit different ways they want to go about it, but they can all universally agree that everything is going on with the government and the federal government is bullshit. And we got to have a peaceful revolution to put an end to it. Because you go on Twitter and stuff like that, and you read up on people's like opinions about what's going on. Everybody universally, everybody who's a centrist, all believes that this is all BS.
Yeah. So why then? Like, what drove you to get involved with these guys and doing the podcast and everything?
Yeah, I just like talking about it. I just want to
I like
guess
hearing
to
myself
let it
talk.
out. Yeah.
Yes, you do.
And plus, Facebook
I
already
feel that
kicked me
way.
out for spreading too much truth, so I got to do it all in here now.
I think we have Axios too. Well, yeah,
Holy
no, I
shit.
feel you on that. Like we've been zucked too. There is no more us on the Facebook
Yeah,
for a
but
while now.
the weird shadow one where like we weren't allowed to comment on posts and groups, like that
That's
one
really
was just
strange.
that was the one that was just irking me the whole weekend.
I got super screwed.
You got screwed on Facebook?
Oh,
yeah.
Facebook, I lost like
Yeah,
6
you
accounts.
you got really screwed on Facebook, bro.
Fuck,
That was
6
fucked.
account?
Got the zuck.
What the fuck?
We need an air horn.
Is that God? What the fuck?
Jesus?
You look
It
at it
is
and
the
bring my
time
answer
of
on this.
boogalations. They speak unto us.
Is this Revelations?
Fucking Axios got me with that before. I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. He kept doing it too, and I'm like, what the fuck is that?
He's
Oh
using
my
one of those
God.
like
So-
plastic mics that amplifies it.
So Axios, you've been here with us before, and you're part of the podcast.
Yeah, I'm part of the podcast. I just haven't gotten totally into it because I've been, really fucked.
Going through the ringer.
Going through the ringer, had car issues, had the car fall on me. That wasn't fun.
Yeah,
That
no, that
sounds
shit's never fucking fun. But like, you're gonna be joining in the future, and actually, like, we're gonna be hearing from you more, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get my camera set up. I don't have my camera set up tonight unless
We don't use the
YouTube
camera.
doesn't like the shit you've got to say. Your video is one of the only videos that we've had taken down.
a lot of people don't like what I gotta say.
We put it back up, but
Speaking truth.
We had a scenario earlier today where we dropped the bombshell on the website, and that ended up being like, we were one of the first people that put it up, of like the 8 people that have put it up on official sources.
wait, which bombshell?
Yeah, how did
That-
you even
Breaking
get that?
news. Breaking news.
All right, so on Tree of Liberty's site, I put up a DHS leak. It was a press release from DHS, and a lot of people were like, "Well, how did you get into that? Why can't I get a link to that?" I'm like, "It doesn't work that way. It's sitting in a server right now, off to the side, discarded. There's nobody that's making that information public." But I went ahead and I screen capped the article that was there and shared it so that other people
And
can take
that's-
a look at that.
Is that treeofliberty.me?
Yes,
Yeah.
treeofliberty.me, all
Yeah,
uniform.
treeofliberty.me if you guys want to check that shit out.
And as of now, I did not expect this article to take off like it did.
Oh yeah, there's people here. I showed one guy that screen grab, and he like didn't believe me until like later on. He started seeing it like through his news feed and shit like that, and he goes, "Hey man, you were right." And I was like, "I fucking told you, I had a trusted source."
I'll snag the link and edit in there later when we're done talking. So if you're watching this later, it should be down in the description.
It has 132,000 views.
Dear God.
I didn't expect
Jesus.
it to get picked up like that, but it went everywhere. It ended up on Rush Limbaugh.
Well, what made you want to get involved with the podcast with these guys over here?
I went to that one Harrisburg rally with these guys. I'm like, yep, these are the guys. These are the guys I'm going
This
with.
is it. Yeah, this is it.
And
Yep.
I just do a bunch of podcast stuff. I had background in multimedia and everything like that, and I feel like I could probably contribute something to the podcast, video wise, audio wise, etc. Setups. So that's what I'm working on now, is trying to figure out what kind of video package I want to put together for that.
And so, like, are all of you guys like in unison on the idea of the podcast being kind of like for the like by the boys for the boys and stuff like that? Or do some of you guys have aspirations of like pulling in the normies with it and stuff?
I don't think there are any normies that we can pull in.
We
I'll
can definitely
there's
pull
kind of
in
look
more.
at it and
normie
go,
libertarians out there. Come on, there's a shit ton of them. They just wait
They're
for
the easiest
someone
ones
to
to red
pull them
pill.
over the edge.
I want to
Well,
I know.
those guys.
Here's the thing though, like with some of the stuff that we put out there too, if we happen to catch any like drifters who like don't listen to our show anyway, they're gonna listen to it and they're gonna see that maybe we aren't those fucking Terrys that they're wanting to call us, you know? They're like, oh wow, listen to this. These guys know how to fucking do this or this is their view on that. I want to know more, you know, and they're going to either check out more podcasts or fuck. I mean, I even try to name drop other podcasts on there, or I try to, or I want to, I should start, maybe talking about like, you know, different things that like definitely might red pill some people. Like for me, in my case was, Ruby Ridge was like the biggest one.
Oh yeah, Ruby Ridge is a big one.
The
That
big
one
So-
one.
does stick with people. Yeah, like, the Waco stuff got a lot of people.
Yes, exactly. Which I'm pretty sure that, Netflix was trying to send a message, like putting Waco, and they had a Timothy McVeigh thing up for a while. Then they put Tread up there, and it's like, oh fuck, they're just pushing people for this shit.
Hell
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck was the point of that at that point.
Some
But
genius.
And
then
then
they
they put
had
that
to-
fucking
and then they had
show
to
up.
go out there and put the child porn on,
That was
which you
perfectly
just can't
done.
fucking come back from. I'm done. Like, actually, I quit. So we quit subscribing to them way back in the day because we were already trying to like cut more of the white market out first off, and just at the moment when we were about to start doing that, they did this thing where they made they made a TV show where they got people and pretended that they were getting a interning at a job, and like it was really just a reality TV show and they didn't really have a job. And it was like during this time period where people were having a really hard time getting fucking jobs and shit. And I saw that and was like, no, sir and or ma'am, we do not fucking support that kind of shit. And like I told the people that I was sharing it with, because like I don't ever fucking do that. Like you share with that shit with everybody anyways. Well, I
Yeah,
don't
it's like a
anymore.
fucking
But I
culture
was like,
please.
y'all, this is what's going on, and I don't think that I'm gonna do this anymore. And they were like, no, let's not do that anymore. This is stupid. And I was like, yeah, it's fucked up. We're all like really shocked. So I didn't have to cancel my Netflix when they put the child porn out, but it was pretty fucked up. Like, I can't believe anybody who was still there at that point has still got a fucking Netflix account.
Oh no,
Yeah,
I
it
definitely
is.
canceled my shit whenever that all came out. So I won't go back to it. I mean, to me, look, I don't know what kind of message they were trying to do. If it was supposed to be a raise awareness or hey, watch your kids better
No,
type
there is
thing. You don't
Nah.
fucking act that shit out. You don't have a movie about drug awareness for kids and then have them like acting out like doing coke or fucking or shooting crack or whatever the fuck else that they, you know, like seriously, come on. You don't do that.
this fucking video was horrible. There was no awareness raising. I couldn't fucking see where the hell it was. I'm like a complete skeptic, so I didn't really want to just believe that. Well, also, I didn't want to believe that it would be that bad either. I did
I
not.
didn't watch it. I just
So
watched the trailer.
I freaking pirated that shit and tried. Like, it took me like several days to get through it because I just wasn't watching it all at once. I couldn't do that shit. And like, no, there's no way. There's no way. There was nothing in that fucking movie that was raising awareness in any form or format. It was,
It was just raw sexualization.
yeah, there
of
is
children. It was
absolutely
fucked.
no fucking, there is absolutely no fucking reason to have a child fuck dancing against the floor and shit like that. There's just no fucking reason for it. And the amount of children that they had do that to try out for it is fucking phenomenal and just
Those fucking map
shit,
assholes.
we've gone on a fucking tangent.
Those
Well,
fucking
I'm
map
just letting you
assholes. I
know.
think it was just to normalize it.
Would ship a Gobert?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
What'd you
didn't
say?
cancel my Netflix because it's just they put Chappelle Show back on, so I'm about to binge watch that and then I'm about to cancel it.
Fucking anything that's on there, you can fucking pirate.
Just pirate it.
There's
Yeah.
so fucking VPN
Allegedly.
on that, baby.
Yeah, allegedly.
It
In
ain't my
Minecraft.
account, allegedly.
Information is free.
Go to 1337x.to.
Just remember, everybody,
Hold
intellectual
up, say that slower.
property is crap.
1337x.to. They have everything.
T.O.?
.to.
Why don't we just put it in the chat room? Why don't we do that?
Let's put it in the chat.
Spell it out for me.
Where you want me to stick this in this private chat?
Yeah, do it in there.
Can
I'll
you use
copy
it
and
in a
paste it into the
sentence?
comments.
We're like,
Is that a verb?
while you're at it, just borrow your media.
There you
Go
go.
ahead and make sure that's still actually working.
Oh, I totally misheard that. You and your fucking Yin's accent.
Yens.
I'm
What
not
does
even
that
originally
even
from
mean?
Pittsburgh. I'm from Ohio, and I picked this up.
Look at this. You're like surrounded by Ohio boys there, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happening. Like, I'm real Southern, so. Oh shit. Now
I'm
they
so
got
southern. I
country.
was almost late to my own show for Catfish.
I'm so Southern, if you cut me, I bleed tea.
I think that's British, Mike. I don't know what you're on about.
No, it's sweet tea.
Well, what do the British bleed then?
And it's cold.
Opium? Empires? I don't know.
They bleed money. They don't have any to spend. They don't have any to keep.
Yeah, that's fair. I think
They
that's just
bleed
most European
their,
countries.
They bleed
Yeah.
their rights by the day.
Fuck, talking about pirating and shit, and I get booted. What the fuck is that?
I was like, yep, there goes country. Oh shit.
Your NSA guy's like, up. We can't be talking about that where you're from.
I was
Nope.
literally hitting copy
Nope.
and paste on that link, and it booted me.
You're supposed to go in Minecraft, bro.
Ah, fuck.
So I don't know. I don't remember if we asked you this or not. Axios, do you consider yourself like a libertarian or an anarchist or on your quest still?
Shit, there was a term I had for this.
Uh-oh.
I don't fuck around, Ian.
I don't fuck around, Ian.
Or fuck around and found out, Ian, or something. I had a
I
word
Isn't that
for
just a boogladine?
it. Boujahideen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can
mean,
get
that's
behind
gonna
that.
be it's the new political ideology.
Just can't wait until we're a political party. We vote for nobody.
You know,
vote for
honestly,
nobody.
Dog for office. He is a good boy.
Who the fuck is digging in a
Sorry.
paper bag?
Well, I mean, the Libertarian Party in various places locally likes to put animals in positions, which I find absolutely hilarious. Or like it has
I was
people
pulling
run
out
for
another
them. And,
Based.
yeah, it's great. Like I love the idea of putting animals for office.
So I thought
Dogs and
about
shit.
considering trying to make the Boogaloo a religion, and then members would be
Well,
the
I mean-
Boogalorians, and our weapons would be our religion. So the government could write a
And-
law to ban firearms and stuff, but fuck you, it's
Well,
part of my religion. Try to infringe on that, you motherfucker. That's my
Have you
first
heard
and
of the-
second amendment.
What is it? The Church of Cannabis or whatever? Like, have you heard about that?
Yeah.
They made a
Yeah.
religion
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
in Oakland, I
Have you
believe.
looked into how they did that? Might get some
It's
freaking
like
pointers.
an open religion or something.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
that,
it has to be.
And
I think
before we
that-
get all of the allegations of being a cult or something.
I think the guy who started that was actually at the Taxationist Theft Fest this year, and you can go to Taxationist Theft and actually see his little seminar.
I actually broke up with my last girlfriend because she said that the Boog was a cult.
Oh my god.
Oof.
Hey,
She said
just
we were a
because I
cult?
want to die on a hill of statism or anti-statism does not make this a cult. That's
Oh my god.
just because I'm willing to die for my religion. I mean political beliefs. Does not make this a cult.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I keep having this
I don't
recurring
cult up.
dream.
The moment you guys start trying to pass around Kool-Aid, I am the fuck out to the next fucking group of freaking not cultists. Don't
Look,
keep
okay,
that
first
shit
of
to
all,
yourself. I mean,
first of all,
unless it's actually Kool-Aid and it's the fruit punch kind.
so if I were to change my screen name to Classified Country Jones, you wouldn't be cool with that?
I'd be a bit concerned. I mean, like, one of the taglines for our show is put down the Kool-Aid and pick up some LiberTEA.
That is true.
It is.
That's catchy.
Like, we have a sticker.
It is.
We have a sticker.
Yeah, we have a sticker, guys. Buy our merch.
I've actually got.
Yeah,
a
no, we
top-
like making Jonestown references here.
I've actually
And
got
Waco,
a-
Texas.
And
something-
Waco references.
Something behind me. I've actually got a top hat that I've started putting patches on.
That's hot. I'm gonna make a top hat and put the LiberTEA print that you see behind us on it, like the LiberTEA Aloha thing on it, and have like this fucking LiberTEA top hat thing. My roommate wanted me to make a metal one and put it on my fucking motorcycle helmet, and I'm like, that sounds really unsafe. I'm gonna say maybe I'll just make a leather one.
That sounds really uncomfortable.
Yeah,
no.
I don't think I
It kind of
want.
works.
I don't know, man. Like, I'm real short and everything. I don't know.
Mike,
What?
Start output.
Yes.
fuck you, Mike.
Fuck you, Paxton.
No, fuck you.
You're so
No,
sweet.
fuck Ox for leaving and not fucking coming back. Motherfucker's
that's
probably
what I'm
out
saying.
taking a nap.
I hope he's okay.
I hope he's fucking
We're all over
listening
here
to this.
cussing about him, and he's like, I don't know. He's being attacked by a sloth.
Could be.
You never know. You could get
What if
attacked
we're
by a
making
monkey.
fun of him and he's getting raided by the fucking FBI right now?
You're
No,
gonna feel
fuck,
real
don't
bad
say that.
tomorrow. Don't say that.
The fuck is wrong with you?
Well, it's not actually happening. It's okay. He's taking a nap.
Hopefully, fucking.
Oh
I'm
my
checking my
god.
messages now.
You're
Fuck.
fucking
If anything, he
I'm
gets to join our Lord and
superstitious.
Savior. I mean, he gets to, that's what he believes in politically.
I mean, at least
Breathe.
he got live time before he became a martyr. So
Exactly.
Dude.
See?
Paxton has like no fear. He comes to me and he's like, I got this Ouija board and I'm gonna fuck with it. And I'm like, don't you bring any curses or fucking bullshit back to me. Don't you dare. And he's all like, I don't believe in this stuff. And I'm like, well, good. I hope you don't believe in it when it's over. You'll be fucking lucky.
If you don't believe in it, that means it won't hurt you.
That's
Just
not
look at the
how that
vaccines.
works.
Yeah,
That's not
right,
how
look at
that
the
works
fucking-
either.
that's bullshit because I don't fucking believe in the government, but that still continues to fucking bend me over. So your logic is flawed, bud.
Or
That's a
hear
good
me out.
question. I've had people ask me like what Boogaloo people think about the COVID shit, but like I can't answer that because I have heard too many fucking opinions. What do you guys think about it?
I think it's
Everybody's
I think
heard what we think about it.
I think it's real, but I think it's just kind of I think it's just stronger than your average flu. And I do think that people are getting sick, and I do think some people are dying from it, but the same as people dying from the regular flu, it can happen. But when I'm out in public, I don't fucking wear a mask because I don't fucking believe that I'm going to be affected by it in that way. The only time I wear a mask is like when I go to a protest or a rally and I want to keep my identity concealed because everybody's on a fucking live stream around there.
Yeah,
So-
you should not go to a protest without a mask, even if it's an anti-mask protest.
Yes, exactly. But as far as like COVID protection, I like don't fucking take any of it. Like I don't take any precautions. If I get it, I fucking get it, whatever. But I don't know. I kind of feel like it was kind of a man-made deal. Because one thing, and I talked about it on one of our episodes. I'm a conspiracy theorist on this. Is you had your Trump and China tariffs, and then COVID came out, and haven't heard anything about the fucking tariffs anymore. I mean, so I kind of think it was a distraction technique to let people not think about the possible failures that Trump was dealing with his trade war. So
That's fair.
Well, I tried to like spread this out pretty far and wide, so I gotta ask some questions I already know the answers to. You guys ready for these?
I mean, I guess we don't have a choice, do we?
No,
This
not
is all
really.
We're trapped,
voluntary.
bro.
You can always say it's none of your business. No comment. Don't say no comment. That's a terrible thing to say.
That's a fun
I
thing
plead the
because then
fifth.
you got that noodling around in their head.
And be like, do you have a fucking warrant for that? Everybody in the room will be fine with that answer.
Am I
Um,
being detained?
Am I being detained? No, okay. Are any of you guys white supremacists? What do you
Fuck
think
no.
about white supremacists?
White
We'll
supremacy
go
sucks,
around-
bro.
What's the point of fighting for liberty while you're also at the same time trying to fight that you're more
All
superior
supremacy
being?
sucks.
Aren't they like, that's like an opposite, that's a conundrum of sorts. Like, how the hell can you be pro-liberty for all people if you believe that some people are lower than you? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's a pretty
So
good point. We've already got
Here-
enough of those rules for me and not freedom for me and not for the people.
here's how I feel about it. I feel you can believe whatever you want to believe, and you can feel about people a certain way however you want to feel. If you're racist, keep it fucking quiet. Like, don't be pushing your ideals on anybody else. I'm not racist. I don't like that shit. I don't want it around me. I think it's fucking retarded. Some of the best people I've met were people who were not white. I mean, I don't know any other way to say that. I mean, some of the better people I've met weren't white. And you know, and I'm supposed to believe from a racist perspective that white people are more superior. Like, I don't fucking think so. But if you want to be racist, fine, be racist, but don't fucking force that shit on anybody. Don't act out on it in front of anybody or anything. Just quietly fucking keep it to yourself and just be observant, because you'll be proven wrong because you're an asshole if you're a racist. So if we got any racists listening to this, fuck you.
I've
Yeah,
seen it happen before too in
definitely.
person where somebody acted out on it. I walk straight up to that guy, punch him in the nose. I'm like, get your fucking shit together, get the fuck out of here. I told him that, and I just kept on walking.
Oh, good. I don't feel so fucking bad. Like, I kind of come from more of a left-leaning perspective, so like, I have this fucking uncontrollable urge to bash the fash, but like the real one. And
Hell yeah.
so like, I mean, like, no, I'll totally fucking punch a Nazi. Like, I have no problem with that.
Yeah.
I will
Oh,
punch
fuck
a
yeah.
Punch a Nazi. I'll punch a Marxist. I'll punch a
I mean, like,
racist. I'm
I'm not
punching
gonna
everybody. I'm
fucking
going packed out here.
assume that someone's a Nazi, though. I'm gonna, like, you gotta do something. How else am I supposed to fucking know?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah,
a lot
that
of
shit,
people.
I will whip somebody's ass over it. I really will.
Mhm.
I will beat
All
their
right,
ass
well,
with a chancla.
here's another good question that a lot of the, I guess, I don't want to, like, y'all don't take this badly, okay? Because,
Fucking
like, you
say it.
said you
Just rip the
watched this.
band-aid off.
The normie peoples, the more normie peoples ask, why are we always around BLM? Are we with them? Are we, like, part of Antifa?
So a part of the whole like standing with BLM is they're peacefully protesting. Like, and everybody can get this out of their fucking head that if BLM is out there, they're out there rioting and they're the mob. Like, no, like, you can get that out of your fucking head, because my interactions with the Black Lives Matter movement has had there's been nothing negative that ever happened. You know, I mean, they've come up to me and hugged me and everything else like that, thanked me for being there. I mean, not me personally, but like us as the movement being there and representing. You know, but if you're going to stand there and you're exercising your First Amendment right, I don't give a shit if you're a feminist. I don't give a shit if, you know, you're BLM or whatever. If you're exercising your First Amendment right, then I believe you should be able to do so and not have that right infringed upon. I may not agree with your group. I may not agree with your ideals, but I will stand there and be shoulder to shoulder with you and make sure that you can safely, without oppression or tyranny, and exercise your First Amendment right and be heard.
Yeah. Over here in Pittsburgh, it happened one time whenever I was doing a news coverage for the Antoine Rose incident over in Shadyside. We were doing news coverage for that, and is the same way. You know, they weren't letting these people take to the streets. They weren't letting them say what they wanted to say. And it wasn't a riot. It ended up being a protest. There was nothing about a riot or anything like that. And these people were getting in there and be like, we're going to go fuck something up. And I'm like, and if you do, I'm going to pull you aside and stick this camera up your ass.
Yeah, and then they smash up your camera to pieces because they don't want you busting up their crime. I've seen the same stuff out in Oakland. Like,
oh man,
both sides would
I
not
wish-
want any cameras up in their face.
Yeah, man, I wish I still had that camera. That camera is an aluminum body camera. I could use it as a bat and still film shit with it after.
Nice. I mean,
Allegedly.
So, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yes.
Yes, everything about anything media, allegedly.
So, the one that everybody thinks about is going to be the Civil War thing, and Country already hit on that a little bit earlier. What do you guys?
good, Mike?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I got fucking paused in my brain for a second there. What do you guys think about that shit? And when people continuously slather or like glue that to the movement, despite people saying no, over and over and over again.
I mean, we're prepared for it, obviously. We're all kind of seeing it. We're seeing the bigger picture before everybody else is. We're a couple steps ahead of everybody. So, in terms of we're prepared for if shit hits the fan, we're ready for that. And so are our other groups like the 3%ers and Antifa and stuff too. But none of us wish that. We know war is hell. Some of us are veterans. We don't want that to happen to anybody. It doesn't matter. We want a peaceful way for this to change.
Yeah, a lot of people are being like, well, if anybody's going to start it, it's going to be the Boogaloo Boys. I'm like, no. At least nobody that I've talked to has expressed any interest in wanting to start that. We all come from a background of at least knowing what war is like. You know, a lot of us are veterans. Some of us have seen unrest before. A lot of us have seen unrest before. Some of us have been in it, and we don't want to see any of that. And, you know, I don't know where they came to this point of ignorance, be like, well, if anybody's going to start it, it's going to be them. I'm like, all right, well, what if we don't? What if somebody else starts it?
Yeah, just being aware of the fact that it's likely and that you should be prepared for it
That's
doesn't
just being a
necessarily
doomsday prepper
mean
at that point.
you're for it. It just means you're like, uh-oh, storm's coming. Time to batten down the hatches.
It's better to have and not need than to need and not have it all.
Yeah, you don't go buy a National Weather Service radar just so that you can shit a typhoon. You buy it so that you can be ready for a typhoon.
Oh, and the last question that comes up, man, I get to ask this all the time. Don't you feel silly wearing the fucking Hawaiian shit?
Bro,
that's not my question. That is not my question.
Okay, I mean, we got the best strip out of every group we have out there. Nobody can match us when it comes to our drip at all.
It's fucking amazing.
Fucking combat pants.
I fucking love it.
Combat pants, Hawaiian shirt, plate carrier. Fuck yeah. I mean, me personally, me being country, I got to stick with it. Whenever I went out wearing Hawaiians, I cut the sleeves off of them. I mean, I got a little more respect for my flannels, and you know, I prefer wearing flannels or plaid. I mean, that's my style. That's how I roll. So
I
like the Hawaiian. I like the Hawaiian thing because way before I even knew that this is here, that's all I fucking wore. Seriously, before any of this was here, that's all I wore. Before this was here, I actually started a big meme in TF of having every single Team Fortress 2 class in my arsenal wear it.
Man, I'm just used to being fucking weird and kitschy, and like, so I always liked this shit, so it was kind of a delight to see this fucking pop up like it did. I was like, this is fucking horrible, and I love it.
I'm honestly, I'm not mad at it. My Hawaiian shirt is pink, and it's got giant hibiscus flowers all over it, and the sleeves are cut off. So I'm
What
not
was
mad
it
at it
that-
at all.
Paxton, what was it that lady said to me the other day?
Which one?
On Twitter. It was fucking funny. It was like, I don't remember. She was like having a cow about it. She was like, "This is anarchy on the eyes. How could
Oh, yeah.
one?"
Yeah, it was Anarchy on the Eyes. That's what it was.
That's a good line.
Yeah, it was pretty good, honestly. She roasted the shit out of Mike. It was great.
Uh-oh.
You good, Mike?
Oh no!
Did everything freeze?
We can hear you.
Oh
Are
shit.
you? Mike looks frozen.
Yeah, it must be a Mike thing. Fuck.
he
I'm
turned
losing
into
it.
a ventriloquist. No.
I'm telling you,
there
it's
he goes.
Oh, he's gone.
it's
So-
got something to do with us.
Yeah, clearly it's the Fed boys. It's all of the boogs being together, and then all of our corrective Fed boys interacting with everything. That's what it is.
They were like, "Hey, I went to the university with you. What the hell? Now you're here again."
Oh,
There it
I'm on
is.
the
Me this
road right
time,
now, so
fucking
my
Craig.
internet's shit.
So I'm really curious as to what you guys think is like the number one thing that people need to like do or learn or have before the boog happens, or really any disaster happens.
Yeah,
Oh,
what's your number
God.
one thing?
A bug out bag. So a bug out bag, and the thing is, and what I like about that is it's not specifically boog centered. I mean, everybody should have a bug out bag because
Yeah.
I mean,
The
living in
Mormons do.
yeah, living in Ohio, we get tornadoes. I'm sure you guys get tornadoes out there, Mike. But
Oh yeah, we're in like fucking Tornado Alley. Like
Yeah.
we sit on the porch and smoke joints and watch the fucking wind chimes go sideways and shit.
but
We're in that one area of Pennsylvania that gets tornadoes.
so I mean, a bug
As long
out
as
bag.
it's not still.
A tornado hits, you can take that motherfucker with you down in the basement and have it packed with, essential items that, would help with your survival, So I mean, kind of like a knife or hatchet, flashlight or radio, blanket. I mean, items like that. Because then if you go out and you go for a hike, just to maintain your physical fitness and taking care of yourself, because I like going hiking a lot. Having a bug out bag with you, it's not necessarily always like a bad thing to have on you at all times. It's something that it'll help you stay prepared, because if I happen to go out hiking and I fall down into a ravine or something like that and I'm stranded for a couple of days, well, I'm set. I got my bag on me. And I think people should have one separately in their vehicle, have one in their home, and then have one that they would keep with them at all times. So, I mean, a lot of motorcycle riders, always have bags with them a lot of times anyway, as it is. So load up with essentials, put your shit in there,
Yeah.
Put your shit in the saddlebag.
Yeah. So,
That's-
I mean,
That's
I
like the
think
number
that-
one thing I've been told is put your shit in a saddlebag. Everything you
Yeah.
might need. Poncho, chest seals, whatever.
yes, exactly. Because you can put medical shit in a bug out bag. It's not necessarily boog oriented. So,
No,
it-
everybody should have that shit, honestly. We've kind of gotten lazy about it. Everybody has.
complacency kills.
Yeah, I take a bug out bag with me to work. And when I go out to work, I have a medical bug out bag and I have a crisis response bug out bag, both of them in the car. Not to mention the
car
fire
is a-
extinguisher. And yeah, my car is a bug out bag.
It is a fucking bug out bag.
Oh my God. Yeah, he saw it there. I got everything: the fire extinguisher, the extra tires, the extra lug nuts, the
the
whole fucking deal, the medical bag, the firearms, everything.
Except the
Jeez.
fucking gas can.
No, I have that now. I learned that lesson.
God damn. All right, so is that everybody's number one, or do you guys have different number ones?
I'd say keep your wits about you. Not just have a bug out bag, but have a bug out mindset. keep everything together that you need. Like, keep your training fresh, keep all of your skills fresh. Make sure that you are mentally prepared to do what you need to do, because if you take a bug out bag with you but you're panicking, you're going to be useless. You need to actually have the mental toolkit to know what to do when something happens, and then reach into your bug out bag, get it. Or even if you don't even need a bug out bag, if a situation happens, you need to know how to deal with it, and deal with it quickly, because as he said earlier, complacency kills, pardon me. And you can be mentally complacent too. That's why they say to expect the unexpected, because if you don't, you're going to be caught off guard and you're not going to know what you're going to do. You're going to panic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else?
I see you had to one up me and say something better, dickhead.
I was going to say booze until you said bug out bag, and then I just got a thought.
Well, I mean, that could be part of that.
Yeah, you want to be mentally prepared. Be drunk as shit.
Everyone's always telling me you should put like one thing in there at least to like pass some time with.
Boredom is actually a killer. I mean, like, I remember, I don't know if you guys know the Spider-Man guy, but I've watched a whole bunch of interviews with him, and he said that's actually one of the roughest things whenever he's out there, is just, like, sometimes you've got all the things. Sometimes you're just exhausted, and you have to fucking sit there and just kind of fucking wait. So you have to have something that's, especially in like a a boog situation, or if you're trying to hide, you have to have something that's not going to be drawing a lot of attention to yourself. So it can't be loud, it can't be bright. So you have to figure out something to keep boredom at bay, because a lot of people don't realize that that's actually a human need. Like a human that goes fucking bored for long periods of time is a fucking dangerous fucking person.
I know that I get into the most trouble when I'm bored.
Yeah, because when you get bored, you get curious, and you get curious only because you're bored, and that can either end up hurting somebody else or hurting you.
Yes.
Or both.
Why not both?
At the same time, in a very tragic boating accident. Because you decided that you were going to make a boat out of grass.
Yeah. That's not to say we are planning a boating accident. Just it may happen because the boat that I have is not seaworthy, but I'm going to check next week.
Well, you never
There's
know.
a really, really, really nice boat at the impound yard. It might go missing. I don't know.
Definitely check it for contraband.
So, like, we were talking about boats and seasteading before. What do you guys think about, like, different types of steading, out of curiosity? Like, what's your favorite? Like, if you could pick any kind of steading that you could do, which one would it be?
Homesteading, without a doubt. That's exactly why the fuck I'm even in this movement to begin with. 100%.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying earlier, watching about and learning about Ruby Ridge, right the fuck there. You could try to homestead, live off grid. I mean, it have nothing to fucking do with society, and the government will still fuck you over no matter what.
They'll find a way somehow.
I've been writing a book for an extremely long time, and that is the main plot of that book. Is that there is a city that is totally hidden away from society, that has regressed back in time to like the 1950s, except they don't have any radio, any communications, anything like that. And the downfall of the city is that the government fights over who owns the city.
I don't know if I would get on so well in the 50s.
No, probably not, Mike.
I don't think a lot of us would, honestly.
I mean,
I'm a Native American, so.
Oh yeah, you'd be fucked too, wouldn't you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, they deported a crap ton of Mexicans in the 50s, so I'm screwed too. Even some with papers.
I believe, like, the part of the family that I like, during that time period was like still having problems where like during the summer, people would fucking cross the road not to walk near them because they thought that they were black. That was like normal where they were.
Sounds suspiciously like an after dark town.
Fuck, it was like down in like Alabama.
Oh,
Big oof.
Big oof, yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to stop there at all.
Honestly, though, there were Twilight Towns around me, well after the night, like well into the almost, like I don't know, there might have been a couple of still around the 2000s, but like I know they all started like kind of like the old people started dying and shit. That was what happened, really. I mean, I hate to be that way, but the older people started dying, and the younger generation were more laid back and shit, and the signs started coming down and stuff. But there were like Twilight Towns and shit with like bold ass signs. And then you have like Harrison here in Arkansas now. They got a fucking white supremacy billboard, like right up on the highway.
oh Jesus!
Yeah, you can look that shit up. It is like the first thing that will pop up too.
Yeah, some idiot out here in California decided to put up his Trump sign, like a big ass Trump sign, and put somebody hanging off the side of it. Like with the
oh my god!
That's fucking spicy.
We call them people.
Yeah, so yeah, they're already planning a big ass protest against that shit. So I just saw this news like the other day. I'm like, what the fuck?
So I'm honestly surprised Axios and I didn't get shot in Harrisburg.
Nah, it's extremely tame over in Harrisburg. You would have had to be doing
Trump
some
supporters
very
are really tame.
fuck
They're not
shit.
going to shoot.
Yeah, you're gonna have to do some real fuck shit in Harrisburg to get shot at.
No, I'm saying from the aspect of how many people were starting to get pissed with us.
I don't think people got pissed with us.
You know, I thought at least a couple, like the one lady that took our picture, I think she got fucking mad because she like said something about like, if I'd have known what that flag was, I wouldn't have taken your fucking picture. And I'm like, my bad.
Well,
like you're the one that got curious with the lens.
Excuse me, madam.
That's what I would have said if I would have heard her. I would have been like, well, I'm not the one that got curious with the lens. She would have gone like, do you know what this is? I'm like, yes, I know exactly what it's like. I used to be a photographer for an agency that is much bigger than yours. I used to do video and photography for CBS.
So, you look like you have something to ask, Paxton.
Yeah, just a lot. I'm really curious.
Like I have like 50,000 things to ask now.
This is what I was talking to Mike about prior to the show. The big thing for all of us is that the boog in of itself is already kind of a niche market, and the problem is it's really hard to connect in mass because, you know, if we did, I don't know if you guys saw the no libertarian under 1K, but if we did a no boog boy under 1K, everyone would be like, nice try, Fed boy, you know, thank you for trying to get us on the list. So what are some ways you think that, you know, our community, the Flower Boys, the Honolulu Slayers over here can do to better communicate with one another?
That'll need a wine mixer.
I'm fucking choking on the cherry I was trying to eat. I hate you.
So what do you guys think we can do to better connect our communities and, you know, expand to a broader audience? Because there's plenty of boog people out there. We're obviously seeing that the movement's growing every single day, and there's a lot of people that are really active. Like Mike and I have almost tripled our show just by getting more involved in the boog groups and everything. So we know that the numbers are out there, and we know that those people are willing to help out and get involved.
Well,
but how do we actually get out there?
Only boog people, because a lot of like anarchists and libertarians from like Twitter have subscribed to us too.
Those are just boogs in denial. It'll happen.
Boogs in denial. It'll happen.
They're just hipsters that don't like titles.
They're working on it.
No, the best thing that I can say,
they're hyper individualized.
the best thing I can say that can happen is daisy chain communication. Play telephone. It's gonna suck, but that's how you pretty much start to get introduced throughout the community. I mean, I got into community and knew absolutely fucking no one. And it was just talking with people. I mean, I talked to Ox quite a bit because he was in a mutual group that I was in. And then it was just kind of like, after I'd talked with Ox, I seen Jack Patrick is in the comments. I was talking with Jack Patrick quite a bit, and then being a part of the USBC, that was kind of like an attempt to kind of bring and unify everybody together. But it kind of got to the point where a lot of people split away from it. I mean, I know I personally left myself. And it was just because of suspicions and finger pointing and things like that. You can't have us all together in one group because we're going to start calling each other feds. We're going to shit post in there.
Well, I mean, have you ever seen the libertarians come together in one room? The Libertarian Party come together in one room?
It's
fucking horrible. Like, no, man, I've watched these things. Like, they're awful. They are absolutely. I love hate the Libertarian Party. I hate love. I hate the party and love the people. Maybe that's it.
Yeah,
but
I don't know what it is, but it gets fucking like they don't get. That's the thing with like anyone who's like an individualist. They just can't get along with each other all the time. It's just not gonna work.
I think it has to daisy chain.
What I've seen is that every single person I've talked to has reminded me of King of the Hill in some way.
Yeah.
Wait, okay. Now that's the next question. How does King of the Hill? How do each of us remind you of King of the Hill then?
Oh,
I don't know you. Y'all are feds.
Y'all are feds.
There is somebody that I know is watching this that called me Dale Gribble quite a few times, to the point where I've been inspired to actually get some pocket sand and carry it around.
I've been accused. I think
pocket sand, pocket rust. I got plenty of that.
Oh my god.
I only switch my post to only me, so I keep it between me and the feds.
I don't post on Facebook anymore. None of my friends post on Facebook anymore. There are no friends to post on Facebook anymore.
I just want you guys to know that this is a recorded line, and I know who you are, and I know where you live. Is that country? Oh, hi, Mike.
That's funny because it's believable.
Not right now. I'm in another rabbit hole.
Oh my god. The rabbit hole costs extra. So, like, you guys seem to have, like, some really good chemistry and shit like that. You guys foresee this podcast going on for a while then. Well, I mean, like, until the wheels fall off, so to say.
Pretty much. I mean, we'd like to... As long as there is stuff that
we're going to be in a fallout zone and y'all are going to be doing pirate radio.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
Yo,
that would be so
I'm already
awesome.
looking into that.
Yeah,
fuck
we're in a freaking, vault underground. The nukes have all gone off. We're just there bullshitting with each other and be like, hey, I got like 30 ham radios that I found on the way here. Let's see if we can talk to anybody from another state.
Be the new California Republic Radio.
Yes, wow. We end up just becoming independent factions of the end of the world by accident. All because I had to go to the Radio Shack before I got here.
Oh,
good.
Hey,
bye.
That's actually pretty cool, I've always been like mildly influenced by, because like one of the things that I saw when I was a kid was the story of the pirate radio stuff. Like off the coast of, was it England or whatever?
Yeah, it was off the coast of UK. They were using those.
Yeah, I smoked a little bit of weed.
They're using those
I'm like, I
old
smoked
bunkers.
a little bit of weed. I can't remember. Yeah, and like that story kind of like probably corrupted me because, like, at some point in my existence, I might have been able to be a normal journalist. God forbid. But, like,
That's impossible.
things like that kind of fucking ruined me.
I don't think I
I
could be a
can't make any
journalist.
money this way, but I mean, whatever. I don't care.
One
No,
of
it's
the-
fun.
Yeah,
One of
if
the
I was in it for
reasons-
fucking money, I'd be doing something else.
And one of the reasons that I'm not currently working for any agency is because no agency practices traditional journalism anymore. It's all sensational journalism, and it gets tiring.
So
No,
I
we
want
have
to
to
You
put
know.
gotta
our,
get
we
those
have to
clicks.
create our own. There has to be like citizen journalists, but we also have to be critical of them because like we have a problem where people are like knee jerk reacting and they're like, well, mainstream media lies to me, so the citizen journalists are clearly not lying. And I'm like, no, oh my God, baby, no. No, they lie too. You have to be careful.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's telling the truth exactly. Somebody has something that they're not saying because they don't want to, and somebody has something that they're not hearing because they don't want to.
Well, it's hard to say shit you don't want to. Like me and Paxton have done some episodes we didn't want to fucking do. Like we're like we're like angry through the episode because we were having to fucking talk about that shit. One of them was having to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. I fucking was like really pissed off. I'm like making me fucking defend a goddamn bootlicker. I fucking hate this. I hate all of you.
Dude.
I hate everything. I hate the world now. Why? Why do you make me do this
Consistency is
shit?
why.
Those are the
Fuck.
episodes I would
Yeah.
be jumped for.
We went deep. Yeah, we went deep about Kyle Rittenhouse in our first episode. But fuck, that one, like online, that one pretty much hurt me. Like a lot of relationship between me and my friends, because like they couldn't grasp the simple idea of self-defense. Like I don't know why they made it such a big issue
Yeah.
about that.
See,
Yeah.
nobody can grasp the idea of self-defense because they've never had to be in that scenario.
Yeah, and then when I tell
Oh.
him if he was 18, it would have been a different situation. Well, yeah, but he's 17, so we throw the book at him. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, so age makes it impossible for you to fucking defend yourself. That's fucking. Can we like not talk about this because we will be here for like
Yeah,
another
we'll
fucking
we'll
hour
be
while
here
I
for
rant
5
about
years,
this
'cause,
shit.
like,
Oh
it
my
made me
god.
really- Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
We'll
that
just
was an
do a-
example of one of the things that made me really angry that I didn't want to do something. And like the election shit, we don't want to fuck. Like we know that people want to know about it, so we talk about it, and we have like kind of an anti-voting message that we played like a record that was broken, but like we ended up having to like bring up shit that was going on and that stuff that we didn't fucking want to talk about either. And it wasn't even like contrary to what we like to do. Like it was just we don't want to fucking talk about this.
Yeah, no,
But
I get that.
sometimes, you know, when shit's happening, you need to. But like we have to be really careful because I've seen good citizen journalists out there like get a scare and they knee jerk and they fucking don't come back. Like they just keep running in that direction. Like that's what happened with Andy Ngo. Like as soon as
Oh
he
yeah,
got
poor
the
Andy.
last when he got hit by Antifa, like he never fucking acted the same again.
I'm not familiar.
And Andy Ngo, he's one of the journalists that covers Antifa and shit like that. Well, he's like absolutely like he got totally fucked up by some Antifa. We don't actually have a confirmation that it was Antifa, but the right calls everything that's angry Antifa, so I don't know for sure. But like they made it all Antifa and everything like that, and like it is true. Like Antifa has actually fucking put out fucking like and attacked him. Like they came into his gym and attacked him in his gym and tried to steal
Oh,
his phone. And the security guard actually fucking ended up stopping that. But like they fucked him up. And then later at a protest, they were gunning for him. Like whoever it was in that community, they knew him and he had been doing this for a while and they were gunning for him. You know? Holy shit, which one of you is real?
The one that's not muted.
Yeah, definitely the one that's not muted.
There we go. Oh,
How
no.
the fuck did you do that?
Oh, I'm a super
what?
hacker man, dude.
All right. So, shit. Let's not. All right. Anyways, but like, it is hard to have some. You can easily go off the rails, and I mean, the same thing happened to Tim Pool. Like, he was pretty critical of both sides and everything. And then he got involved with the free speech minds.com stuff. And then a guy showed up at his fucking house and everything was like super real then. The next thing you know, he is knee jerk, super right, kind of leaning towards Trump, buying a fucking gun, like absolutely.
Yeah, he straight up became a Trump supporter. But I still like his reporting, unlike other people.
I have a
Well-
I've had like a personal policy on that. Be like, hey, you're gonna need me dead if you want me to shut up, and I'm not gonna start talking about what you want me to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's say I get attacked for something that I put up on the website, and be like, you're gonna need to kill me if you can find me.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's kind of how I feel about it. Do you guys have any like do you guys think that you'll be doing any like coverage of stuff like that while you're out there and stuff, or like being yourselves or anything? Or do you think you're gonna stick to just trying to like discuss it?
I had a really fucking funny movie script
We
popped in
had
my head
plans
earlier.
about that. Yeah, we were having
Yeah.
plans about that because the fact that like if we have to go out and rallies, especially we always recommend going out to rallies grayed out. Don't go in any luau or nothing. Don't make yourself recognizable, especially if you're in like a hotspot zone, like in the West Coast or something. But we're already gonna have a camera recording, so why not start asking questions and interview and record interactions with people.
Well, and that's actually, I'm gonna have to talk to you about something off to the side. Might have some plans coming up where we could probably get the Goon Squad together in one location and do something like that publicly. Plans are just being made right now, so that'll
If
be.
plans are being
Sneak
made
peek.
and funds are secured, you know what I want to do? I want to buy 6 more of these toner microphones and use this Alesis so we can all get unified audio together.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
And then I can go ahead one at a time and make any of you guys speak with the emphasis at will.
Yes.
God voice.
Hey, you
There are
gotta send me
9
that mixer. I'm gonna need that.
The what?
Whatever mix you're using for your effects.
There are 96 other presets I haven't touched on that board.
Fuck God.
Why so many?
It is it's some kind of input board. I think it's actually it's supposed to be a guitar input board.
So like,
So here's another one.
speaking of like all this like microphones and everything like that, as a new podcast getting started and shit like that, what do you guys think is like where you are right now, several episodes in and shit like that? Looking back at your first episode, what would you tell yourselves if you could go back in time and tell yourself something? Like for the people out there who are interested in getting started now.
Oh, this is actually a fun one.
Get your shit before you start.
Yeah. Get your team together before you start.
Yeah, no
Make
shit.
sure
Fuck,
you have make sure you have a stable internet connection.
I feel attacked.
We all should tonight, Jesus.
If we go to my buddy's place, dude's got a gig down, gig up.
Fuck. No,
Nice.
I had somebody ask me about this on Instagram, which surprisingly, I can't fucking believe it. I'm still on there. I'm shadow banned right now. I can only like post stories and that's it.
We still have a ground, but we keep forgetting to use it. That's probably why we still have one.
What?
But somebody asked me, like about podcasting and stuff and like where to start. And, honestly, it was kind of interesting because like if somebody were to have asked me that like with the first episode, I probably would have just kind of like gave like a generalized answer. But it was actually pretty nice because I was able to tell them like, okay, so first of all, you need to like find out what your podcast is going to be about. Like, what do you like? What's your aim? What's your goal? What are you like hoping to do? Something that you can stretch it out. Like, if your show happens to run for a couple of years, you can run it and have hundreds of episodes, and you're still keeping kind of like relevant topics. I was like, and then you need to look at like your platforms, your equipment, and things like that you want to look into getting. I mean, if you got a phone, make sure it's a good phone. If you're wanting to actually really invest and get stuff, like start to do research on good microphones, good recording platforms, editing platforms, and things like that. I mean, we were actually working on, making sure that we were all set up and ready to go as far as equipment went. But, some things fell through, things didn't work out right. And here I am, I'm on my phone, but I mean, it's been okay with me so far, but that's one thing the reason I say I feel attacked is because my internet sucks. I'm sure I'm cutting out as I'm talking through this, but,
It hasn't been bad.
Nah, your internet is good enough to sustain your voice. It's pretty good.
But
also, StreamYard's not super heavy. It's not like Zoom or something.
Yeah.
But I mean, and that's the thing. If you're interested in getting into a podcast, it's not hard to do. For me, honestly, I thought the hardest thing about it was setting up the social media pages, like, and getting the RSS links out to different spots like iTunes and Spotify and Stitcher. I mean, that was kind of a bit of a headache because then, there was the waiting period for them to even accept or even hear the podcast or anything or review it. So that was kind of like anxious about that, but like had to set up emails, set up a Patreon, set up a Subscribe Star. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that was going on after the fact that it wasn't just kind of like sitting and talking. So.
Oh man, I feel that because like we didn't have all that shit started up. We just kind of like juggled it into places we went. And holy cow. Yeah, if you can get that shit started early, do it. And one of the things that, like, I don't know if you guys know about this, that, like, we got introduced to more, I guess, like, further down the road that we could have really used at the beginning was Cointree and Linktree. Like, you can put all your links in one place and then share them with a link in your descriptions, and you don't have to ever change that link. If you change your links, you just go to your Cointree or your Linktree and you just change the links there. And the Cointree is great because it has like integrations for like crypto and stuff.
There's even another service that I was looking into that I got an advertisement for the other day that allows you to personalize an actual human-friendly, like human-readable link. But when you click it, it automatically goes out to a crypto coin link. So it could be like treeofliberty.pay or treeofliberty.donate or .don. And when you click the link, it automatically opens up a pay window like Streamlabs would.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens with like with the Cointree. It's just that one's like a nice little link like that for the singular thing. I know that Linktree allows you to do that. You can create your little links like that. But I don't know about Cointree. I don't think it does, which is sad. But where do you get the crypto links at?
Oh man, I'd have to go back in my notification tree for like 2 days and read on it.
I
saw it briefly, and I'm like, that'd be kind of cool. And then I started seeing it a couple more times. I'm like, fuck, I need to get that ad again. I need to check this out.
Well, I mean, I don't know if you can do multiple currencies that way. If you can, that's pretty cool. If you want to take multiple currencies, though, I suggest Cointree. Because
another thing that's really
support
cool.
Like, a shit ton of fucking currencies, and then you can like write in your own and crap.
Another thing that I found is really cool is Brave Browser. now has
Mhm.
Brave Rewards, and they have like cryptocurrency.
Did you guys end up getting an affiliate link before they quit giving them out?
I did not get an affiliate link for it, but they are still giving you like limited affiliate links. You just need to be able to verify your wallet, which means you need to have at least a minimum of 25 BAT that they gave you to verify your wallet, and then connect it with another wallet, and you can immediately send payments in BAT or something else.
Okay, well, I mean, like, yeah, get it before they stop, because, like, I was reading the newsletter, and they're gonna stop altogether soon.
Yeah, they have, like, you can set it up to use crypto.com, Binance, Gemini, Uphold, Exodus.
We've actually got quite a bit in donations through that and stuff like that, both from people clicking the link and from people, like, we taught people how to use crypto with it, and like they made a bunch of fucking bat, and then they were like, hey, because you taught me how to make all this, I'm just gonna give you the first batch. And I was like, oh, that's nice. I thought they were gonna give us like, you know, $20 or something. No, they like dumped $90 in bat on us one day, and I was just like,
Oh shit.
That's a lot of bat.
Yeah.
you did that, and you gave it to
Make
me.
it rain.
That's like what
I
I
mean-
ended up doing that night that you taught me all that stuff. And then like a week went by, and what you gave to me ended up turning into like $900.
Fuck yeah.
Only because I was stalking markets and everything and trading it back and forth into coins that I knew was going to shoot and fall at the right times. I turned that into like $900.
Yeah, that's good shit, you know? Like,
I love crypto.
There's some, man, you don't have to be into all the trading and shit like that to get started, but like, once you get started, you will get into it. It's not very hard. We should
Yeah,
just have a whole episode about crypto soon. Just
Yeah.
like all of it.
Well,
And
yeah,
the-
because
The
I
other
definitely
thing
need
I
to learn.
like, and it just happened again. The other thing I like is when you're using Brave browser, they'll give you like Windows push notifications, or even on Linux, they'll give you push notifications.
Yeah,
And there'll be like a little crypto related
On your
advertisement. But as
phone,
soon as
if
you
use the
close
phone
it,
browser, it does it too.
it gives you like 0.010 BAT. But if you have it linked up to your phone, like I do, you'll get like 1.5 times the amount that you get. So you end up getting like 3 or 4 BAT in a day.
I don't actually have the wallet hooked up on my phone.
I'm like,
Why,
fuck
Mike?
yeah, it's a browser you can get paid to use.
Because I'm weird.
Okay, that is true. That is not a false statement.
Holy shit, Paxton's still here.
He stopped talking.
I only say important things, so
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Do you have
so
anything else important to say,
we're just
buddy?
spouting bullshit.
yeah. Well, I
think
mean,
we found the
you got
fed has
it.
been
Yeah,
That's
monitoring
my
us.
job.
you said it, not me.
So, okay, we can't go all night without fucking bringing it up because that's like the title of the episode and shit like that. What do you guys think about the 5th of November and Guy Fawkes Day? Do you guys know about it?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely fucking scary, especially watching that shit in the year of 2020 with COVID and everything else like that, all the government lockdowns and everything. If you haven't seen V for Vendetta yet, I would recommend waiting till 2021.
Yeah, my birthday is coming up, and so like last year we watched V for Vendetta for my birthday because like it was like a big anarchist gathering online.
yeah, I
We just
remember
had
that.
a fucking movie viewing, and it was super fun. And we're like, let's watch the world burn for Mike's birthday, right? So this year we get to do it for real.
Yeah,
This year
basically,
it's not a movie.
Wow.
allegedly.
Just like a certain Norwell book is no longer a book.
Yeah, like last year when we were watching this movie, I was like, I was suspicious of what was coming, but I had no fucking idea what was about to happen in the next year. You know?
It was watching V for Vendetta was pretty much like watching a horror movie at this point. So
Big true.
Well, it was like speculative fiction horror back then. Now it's like
A
an
reality
awful
show.
reality TV show. Yeah. Oh, just like our fucking elections and political system and basically everything. What do you guys?
Oh.
So, fuck Paxton.
What?
Did you have any more questions?
Um,
I don't want to like railroad you because like.
I mean, nothing really that I can think of at the moment. I think we covered all the stuff that we had
have
talked
gone
about.
through all sorts of fucking shit.
It's
Holy
been
crap.
yeah, it's been quite the fun time.
Welcome to the Goon Squad.
Yeah, this has been an awesome fucking conversation. And like, to be honest, like I really enjoyed it, and we should fucking do this again. If you guys ever feel like it, we totally should.
Oh,
Or
yeah,
like-
I'm coming in on this one again.
We keep wanting to like have like viewing parties and stuff for like elections and shit. Maybe we'll like invite you guys for one of those or something. Well, there's not gonna be another fucking election, but there's plenty of shit to fucking watch and talk about and bullshit.
Sure.
Hell, we could probably end up getting something together where we end up streaming a game or something.
Paxton likes to like impromptu play video games, and like I can't talk and game at the same time. So like
I'll be
I
down
just
to
fucking
do.
sit there and talk while he plays video games.
I'll
I
be
need
down
to
to
get
do
it
like
set up,
Among
but
Us.
I'm trying to set up a Twitch. Oh, Among Us
I
would be
want
great.
okay.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
never. All right, I've never fucking played it, and I want to play it, but I
We can
can't
set it up.
fucking get people to fucking play it. We should play it.
Well, yeah, it'll be easy to get randoms, and then we're just gonna fuck around and be like, all right, instead of who's sus, who's feds, who's soup.
Oh fuck. See, now that's where it's gonna get a little hard because like, oh, this is pretty much fucking real life.
Yeah, now you're gonna
That's
find
what I
out.
was
You're gonna
just
really
about to
find
say.
out
I'm like,
who
you're
in the
about to
Goon-
make some.
Shit.
I'm
You're
like,
gonna
you're
find
about
out
to
who's the
make.
best liar in the Goon Squad.
I don't want to play this game ever. I
We're
feel like
about
I'm
to
gonna
take
have
a bunch
like
of-
nightmares.
Oh my god.
No,
I
that's
remember I
when
got
we. That's when each of us goes into a game. We've got CIA, FBI, ATF, NSA, and people be like, "Oh shit, the whole soup squad showed up. What is this?"
Jesus Christ Almighty! Shit.
Got the alphabet soup here.
No, I'll start like after this. We'll fucking chat about it. We'll set one up and we'll all fucking play Among Us. That sounds great. What do you think, Paxton?
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah.
Never
I
played
So-
it, but we'll
Everybody
learn.
keeps telling me that I'm gonna fucking really like it.
You
So
probably will. It's very simple. You can play it on your phone too.
Yeah. So
The only
I got
problem
something
is
to-
we would have to like fuck. I don't know how they do that whole like streaming wise, like through people's phones and stuff. I think everybody has to run their own individual stream to do that.
actually, if we do it through this, we can set it up so that you guys can, so that people can share streams and like like I can't game and talk at the same time, so I'll just fucking hang out with you guys and all man.
You're not
the
supposed to do
fucking
that anyways.
Switchboard. And so like I can just switch the fucking screens around and stuff and let people see what everybody's doing and shit, and we'll just like
Well, you're
change
technically not
rooms
supposed to
and
be
shit.
doing that in the game, but
Why?
because
who the fuck cares about rules?
yeah, we'll talk about it later, and you have to watch gameplay, and you'll get what I'm saying.
Fucking
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Watch AOC play. Fucking idiot.
Oh shit! Like, are y'all not supposed to be able to see it? Is that what it
Not-
is?
Yeah.
Not
'Cause,
technically, no.
Yeah.
How would we do that?
Like
Well,
I've,
at least-
I've seen people set up streams where multiple sources have been in on the stream, but they weren't able to see the stream because if they could see the stream, obviously it'd be ruined. But they've set it up to a point where they're in the game, but the stream is running in the background.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, I guess we could just. Or, I mean, I guess we could be in the stream together, but we could actually not. Well, that sounds kind of weird.
I just got unholy thought of just a stream of Envato capture cards streaming out of a single computer running multiple instances of the game.
I'm
I don't know what
afraid,
the
like.
fuck you just said, but that sounds horrible.
Just imagine spaghetti, but it's all black cables and proprietary software.
I have too many
Yeah.
cats in my house for this shit.
Oh, suddenly green screen.
Oh,
Yep.
you
It does this all the time. It's the Ubuntu
Did
thing,
you-
I think. It does
the
not handle it well.
feds came and took back your
It's
library.
It's got to be the
Until-
Ubuntu thing. I think that with all the security measures that we have,
Until I get my actual studio, I'm not going to be able to set up my green screen. But when I set up my green screen, it'll be fucking nuts.
So I want to interject with something here because I've actually been asked about it. So our first episode, we came out as being the Hibiscus Society podcast.
Yeah.
We're not the Hibiscus Society podcast. There was a couple of members that basically took that name and left. And so there was actually kind of like a pretty good sized group of us left without a name, without a podcast, without anything. So we are actually
Without any
independent-
contribution.
Yeah, basically. So
You're the
I mean,
bastard children of another podcast.
the bastard but better children of another podcast. So I mean, I don't even know if they came out with a podcast yet. I'm
They
gonna
did.
publicly say it now. I'm fucking salty about that shit because there was no fucking warning and they were gone. So
Game Grumps,
Well,
JonTron.
and now
I
we're the
get
Goon
that.
Squad.
But I mean, like, the more different voices and takes that we have going out into there, like, makes the signal stronger. Every
Yeah, Mike,
different
you gotta
show
be
out
the
there.
You
Yeah,
gotta
every
be the big person.
look, I'm a super unity man over here, okay? I can't help it.
No, I don't
Um,
blame you. I'm just salty. You're right though.
The more
We
we
need
appear in
all
each
these
other's
different
podcast, the
fucking
better it
takes and
is.
shit. Well, yeah, like that's one of the things that we've talked about with a lot of other creators, and one of the reasons why we reach out to other creators and stuff like that, because like we want to expose our audience to their stuff, and you know, like they end up exposing their audience to us, and we get to like mix and match the ideas and like bang them against each other. Like, I don't like inviting, we won't invite anybody that we don't think can actually have a conversation. That's our rule. Like,
Yeah.
if we think that they'll lose their shit and start screaming and crap, we're like not gonna bring people on.
Yeah, the
So-
uncomposed.
Because we don't always agree with the people that we bring on. We have had disagreements with people we've brought on before. And like I don't think we've ever actually had, aside from me and Paxton bickering back and forth with each other, I don't think we've ever had an argument with somebody in an, have we? Can you remember
argument?
anyone we argued with?
I think like the most that we've argued with is like Jay.
Well, that's friend. I don't know if it's arguing. We're just disagreeing and debating.
But yeah, I mean that's pretty common. Like that's kind of one of the points of the whole entire show is that we can disagree and still work together.
Yeah. It's hard sometimes, but we can.
Yeah.
To fucking deal with you all the goddamn time.
Oh my god, yeah, me and Paxton, I don't know how the fuck we do this shit. We're so fucking opposite some days.
It's the gay sex. That's what it is.
It's gotta be. Like, I can't think of anything else that it could possibly be.
Neither
I
can
was
I.
kind of-
I'm- It's the
I
only
was
thing.
kind of stirring the shit a little bit between you guys yesterday.
It's not that hard in the morning. We haven't had very much coffee in us and stuff. We're still getting going, and so like I mean, I've been up for a few hours, but I'm usually still cranky because like I get up and do a bunch of shit before I have coffee. So I'm usually just now sitting down to have coffee for the first time in the morning. So I've been like a bear a very small, not very intimidating bear.
Do you guys not have a time change there? Because you guys were
We do.
starting at like 6:30 my time in the morning, then daylight savings time hit, and now you guys are at like 7:30.
No,
I had a
most
time
definitely have a
change.
time change. Yeah.
Yeah, to us it's still 6:30, so
Oh, okay.
it definitely changed. It's fucking weird though. I didn't know it was supposed to like jump like that. What are you in one of the weird time zones?
No, we fell back an hour. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I thought maybe you guys.
Him and I are in Eastern Standard Time.
It should all still be the same time then.
Except for me.
Nice
You guys
try,
are...
Fed Boy.
Where's y'all's rappling cocaine?
all lost
yeah,
in a boating
like
accident.
Yep.
I
We all
forgot
went on
to
a
check
boating
and see
accident.
if there were any questions and shit for a little while. Let me scroll up real quick.
We crashed a boat and we didn't lose quite all of it. So we found the biggest bass that we could and we shoved it inside and just yeeted that shit off onto an island, okay?
Let's see.
So like 2 years from now, somebody's going to catch a bass and it's going to be Snoop Dogg or something.
Look, I found it in a guitar center in Guadalajara. Ha ha!
Guadalajara. Say that again.
Guadalajara. Ha ha!
All right. If any of you guys out there have any questions, you better ask them now. There's not
No.
going to be any questions.
Except,
no one's going to do
I'm
it.
not fucking telling you where my rifles or cocaine is, so you can fuck
Yeah.
off with that.
Don't ask about the rifles, the cocaine, or like for some strange reason, anytime we give people the chance to ask questions, they I have to remind them that we're not answering any more questions about Paxton's penis.
That's a
Yeah.
good porn star name.
Paxton? Why? Because it's packed in?
Oh my god. I mean, I don't know. He's always got the ladies around and shit. There's got to be a reason why, because it can't be his style.
Fuck
He's
you,
got-
man.
He's got a 10-inch personality.
I don't understand why you're angry that I'm insinuating that you have a large penis. I don't understand how this works.
Well, now you're not insinuating it at all. You're just saying it.
Well, I mean,
Like,
I'm not
I get
anymore.
I get enough courting offers as is. I don't need, more DMs, Mike.
Oh,
Jesus.
for God's sake. You can send some of them my way every once in a while.
Bruh. You don't know, man. You might have problems with that. Big dick problems, man. Can't even use urinals.
It is heavy.
Well, let's see. One last let's see. We usually ask before we kind of start winding down if any of you guys have anything that you guys want to plug before we go into our lightning round, which is usually not a
Terrible.
lightning round because we are really bad at not discussing the answers and or questions, but we do try.
All right. Yeah, you can find us on Twitter at the Goon Squad PR. Find us on Instagram at the_Goon_Squad_podcast. And you can follow me on Twitter at Class Country Boy.
I wanted to.
You can follow me on Twitter.
Go ahead.
Yeah, you can follow me at the Boogie Disco on Twitter.
What about you, Axios?
I'm pulling
You
up
wanna
my
toss a
Twitter
link?
right now to make sure it exists still.
It did the last time I checked.
Okay, yeah, you can follow the Tree of Liberty page at Leaves of Liberty on Twitter, or you can go to the website treeofliberty.me. Every once in a while, something goes up on that website. I'm got to be honest, I still haven't gotten the contributors that I've been looking for. I've been looking around for content to put up there, and I guess the election fraud bombshell tonight is about the only thing that has happened lately that was newsworthy, except for the thing in Philadelphia.
Well, I
And-
mean, like, speaking of which, I guess if you're out there and you come and you're watching this or you come across this or anything and you are interested in doing that kind of thing, you should hit up the website and let them know that you want to write some Liberty shit,
Yeah.
right?
On the
Is
web
there like a
page-
special place to do that at?
Yeah, at the website, I have a contributors form under resources. There's a tab up in the top that says resources. And if you hover over it, it'll go down to another tab that says web page contributions. If you want to contribute anything to the web page, you can do so there. You can do a one-off contribution, or you can go ahead and fill out the form and say that you want to contribute more in the future. There's also other stuff under there. Featured web links, you can see some of the stuff there. Boogaloo merch, you can see some of the stuff there. And donate. Well, I'm always accepting donations to make sure that I can actually get the server bill paid.
Keep them lights on.
Got to keep the lights on, because if I don't, I'm really fucked.
And I should probably plug in a couple of our members' Twitters as well that aren't here.
God damn it.
Oh, that was so good. Oh, that was so perfect.
I don't know if we're supposed to be
Dude.
Damn.
Damn, that was perfect. I lost my shit.
Yeah, I laid down a little.
That's as good as a perfectly cut scream.
Oh, Jesus, man. Jesus. Okay.
Fuck that shit.
Try
Anyway,
again.
so since Ox was here, you can follow him on Twitter at Ox_redacted. Or you can also follow Koa at Koa_. I think I got that right. I'll check real quick just to make sure. Motherfucker better be messaging me quick.
Message me
okay.
the ones that I don't have so I can edit them into. I'll make sure I spell them right.
It's at Koa_official. So it'll be KOHIA_official. So, but that's the Goon Squad pretty much in a nutshell. We got a few other members. We kind of rotate in and out of members, it seems, but I think we've got a pretty solid team now.
Yeah, y'all have a girl.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Don't you? I heard a girl.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Good old Josie.
Fucking amazing. No, I think it's nice to see more females coming out and speaking for liberty, because like I feel starved for sometimes I feel starved for diversity over here in the Liberty land.
Yeah, we're preaching the message of diversity, and
It's not that there
everything.
isn't diversity or anything like that. I see it everywhere, you know.
It's hard to come across, I think, really. I can think of like only like one or two podcasts that I know like the females are on.
Well, yeah, because once they're in the public eye, they're gonna get bombarded with like millions of dick pics.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Pretty much, yeah.
Unsolicited pointing.
I don't know. I don't mind getting unsolicited deck pictures.
I
Yeah,
love
there are some nice
unsolicited
decks out
deck
there.
pictures.
I'm very impressed with
You
the
guys
Guys are
send me
carpentry.
lucky,
all
because
of-
if
yeah.
I ever get a message, it's unsolicited hate mail.
Are you
I-
Jewish?
Way to put a fucking damper on that mood,
I get-
Axios.
I get that
Yeah,
shit
but this is
too.
what happens.
Like,
It's just
I'll be sitting on Twitter and then all of a sudden I'll get a bunch of messages and I'm like, oh look, someone's messaging me, and it's like just this And they always have like really bad grammar, and you wonder if they're having a stroke, and they're just spewing shit, and you're just like, oh my god, am I getting racism? Is that what this is?
Yeah, it happened the other day. Like, I wasn't doing anything. This was even post leak. It'd be like, you guys need to take that website. I'm like, who the fuck stuck the fucking rod up your ass and turned the stove on, cooked you over it and shit, and then threw you into my plate? I'm like,
Christ.
I don't even know who you are. You don't know who I am. Do you even know really what the site is? And the other thing I found out this morning is that the website gets, on average, about 6-7 big cyber attacks a day.
Fuck.
Oh shit, did we die?
We got a lot of
I hope not.
haters.
Are we getting one now?
Am I still here, y'all?
I
Yeah,
can't hear you.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
All right, cool. My sorry, I had like a weird, for a second there, everybody had these little thingies.
Loady circles.
Yeah,
Oh, maybe you're next.
I don't know. I seem to be doing okay now.
Ba-dum-ba-ba-dum-ba.
For the most part. For the most part. All right, so the thing that we do right before our lightning round is we give you guys the chance, since we've bombarded y'all with questions all night. If you guys have a question, you get a chance to ask a question. I mean, like, we can't promise we'll answer it, but we try to. As I said before, no dick questions for Paxton. He's had enough of those.
How in the fuck did you guys get linked up with Deco?
How did we get Deco?
What I don't know where he found us, but like, he showed up one day, like, walked in, like, he proverbially walked into our online community and was like looking around at everything and was like, this is not gonna work. Y'all are gonna lose all this shit soon. And he started trying to like build things and introduce different things to people. He started with XXMP, bless his fucking beloved heart. The people did not take to that well. It's weird and blocky, and it confused them,
Mm-hmm.
So, and he started actually like building things and doing stuff, and he was like, I want to help you guys, and also I guess I'm gonna make my own show. And then he started joining our Sips episodes and stuff like that. And yeah, we got a Swiss dude. Like, I adore the shit out of him. He's unique. And he's super smart about
very,
this
very
stuff.
smart. Yeah.
He's trying to teach me shit all the time, and I feel like he's being very patient.
Yeah, because I need to sit and have
But-
some conversations with him in depth.
Yeah, I was like having the quitter's fatigue, which is what happens when you run activist groups or anything of the sort, and like you end up having people like constantly quit all the time. And so like I was like, that's it. I'm not fucking bothering with anybody unless they just do shit. And then like all of a sudden he showed up and just started doing shit, and I was like, after I just watched him for a little while doing shit without being asked and crap, and then finally I just leaned in and was like, this is all really cool. Do you want to just join the team? And he was like, yes. And I was like, cool. And it just fucking happened. He became part of the family, our really weird family.
That's really cool, honestly.
Shit, did I freeze up again?
No.
Yep.
No.
My screen did, though. That's weird.
See, that's
I
why
feel
we
like
don't do
bad things are
video.
about to happen. Paxton, are you still there?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, you want to explain the lightning round to them?
Yeah, so we attempt to ask you a whole bunch of questions in a quick manner, and we don't do that at all.
Fair enough. Yeah.
How about yell out as like a drill sergeant?
No,
I mean, I
fuck
can.
you. What the
Oh
fuck is
my
wrong
god,
with you?
I can't
Whatever
do
your
that.
kink is, dude, I can do it.
Scare the kittens.
I will fuck
All right.
smart your soul. Drop it.
All right, let's start with Axios up there. What is your favorite book?
Oh, God damn it. I have way too many of those. I don't think I can comment on a specific book. Hello?
Oh, okay. Well, then, I've never had someone not answer one of the questions before. I'm not sure what to do. Mike, what do we do? What do the
Just
rules
pick
say?
can you pick one of
Okay.
your top 5? Last time somebody couldn't answer, I asked them what their top 5 was.
All right. I'm just going to pick a random book, and it's not even technically a book. It's Pennsylvania's entire itinerary of gun laws.
You are so weird.
What a fucking sadist.
what I'm
Jesus,
saying.
man.
It's a 138-page book, and it is super long pages.
I didn't know you were into bondage or anything like that, bud.
Bondage. Only whenever the spine is bound perfectly.
Oh my god.
It has to be leather-bound books, guys.
That explains it.
With an eyeball sticking out.
All right, so somebody didn't answer. Which one of you didn't answer yet? Which one of you didn't give us a fucking book?
You only asked
Shit,
me
I
so
wish I
far.
could read.
Okay,
So-
one
I
of us
honestly
is
don't read a lot of
Florida,
books.
so who's the other one?
All right,
I
so my
haven't-
favorite book has got to be The Jungle by Upton Sinclair.
What's that about?
Oh, do you eat meat, Mike?
Yeah.
You might not if you read it.
I don't know, man. I know what's in sausage, and I eat that still.
So basically, it's a book about what goes on, kind of like in like meat processing industries. I mean, this is like early 1900s, late 1800s era. And they like talk about like different accidents and stuff like that happen where like people would fall into the machines and they would just continue to pack the meat anyway, or like it would like all be on the floor. They'd scoop it up and put it in anyway. Like there was no health or safety standards in place. I mean, they worked them all like dogs and everything. I mean, and that's pretty much kind of like the reason why I like it so much is because, it kind of like sums up, like nothing's fucking changed since then, and it's just been something that's always been written about. So,
Yeah. Interesting. All right, so not counting us, obviously, and not counting y'all, what's your favorite like podcast or online show? Wait, did we skip somebody?
Disco.
I'm sorry, I'm not
I
used to
said I
having
don't
3.
really read.
I'm not. You don't,
I don't really read, but
Disco's Florida.
I say the War of Art. I say it's a must read for everybody. War of Art, at least.
Okay. Mike, it's your turn to ask a question.
So what's your videos? I mean, what's your like your favorite podcast or like online show or whatever? Not
Taxation
counting
stuff.
us or y'all.
Depends on like what like comedy. I like Kill Tony's one of my favorites. Probably Joey Diaz. I like listening to him a lot for comedy. For philosophy and political stuff, I do like Free Man Beyond the Wall with Peter Quinones.
Ooh, that's a good one.
And what's the name of that other one? Fuck. Oh, Unregistered with Theodis Russell. I like that one a lot too.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I'd have to say Biting the Bullet and Centennial High Points. Those two podcasts pretty much helped me at least place me within the movement. So
He hit the 2 that I had on the head, but the other one I was going to say only because I either end up around it or I just end up seeing it pop up so often as Taxation is Theft.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
that's
can't
a
forget
great
about
one.
Dan. Good
That's a
old
great
Dan
one.
Love
Berman.
Dan. Dan's awesome. Can't not love Dan. Well, I mean, I guess you can, but I don't understand it if you don't like Dan.
Because you would hate freedom then, that's why.
Yeah, I'm like, if you don't love Dan, you don't love freedom, because like Dan's just like, oh, fuck,
The
man.
epitome.
Yeah.
The epitome.
Also, he likes dogs, so I mean,
Dogs are pretty nice.
he's got a great dog,
I don't know what I would do without my dogs.
and like his fucking story of how he got, like, how he knew his wife was the one is probably the best one we've ever fucking gotten so far.
Oh yeah, that was like tops for sure.
Yeah, there's
There's-
nothing like being arrested with your one, with your one.
That's
Man,
funny.
I wish.
All right, Paxton, it's your turn. We're
What
really bad at this.
when you guys are really stressed out, what do you guys like to do to de-stress?
To de-stress, that's one of my favorites.
Hey. Smoke weed every day.
I put on tunes. I'll probably end up writing something. If I don't do that, I'll just sink into a game.
I listen to music, and I got a pretty wide taste in music. So I mean, I prefer outlaw country or like Cody Jenks or Coulter Wall or Tyler Childers. But for me, I pretty much could put about anything on and listen to it.
If anybody could relax to Slayer that is not me, let me know. We need to hang out.
Oh, dude, I love Slayer, man.
Fuck yeah, fucking Slayer. I've seen him twice.
Like Whitechapel and the Browning, and there was another one somebody showed me the other day, and like I was listening to it, and like I was like chilling out, and somebody at work came up and was like, "How the fuck are you calm listening to this?" I was like, "Cause it's music, man."
Yeah, I used to have people like be really confused about the music I listened to when I slept.
When somebody pulls up to you or pulls up next to you in traffic in an old unmarked police car bopping to Slayer, and you look over and you lock eyes and you just nod, that's when you know.
You
I just pull up. I just pull up next to this GMC
Yeah.
Sierra the other day, bopping to Slayer in this ex-police car, and the dude's going, "Yeah, yeah!" He's like screaming, "Yeah!" at me through his window, and I'm like, "Put your window down. We're gonna go ahead and sing together, man."
Okay, you're such a hippie.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
dive really deep into a lot of electronic music.
what's y'all's favorite?
Yeah, I
healthy
dive deep
snack?
into.
One of you
Doritos.
fucking say things.
What?
One
I
of you
said-
need to say things.
You said favorite
Yeah.
comfort snack,
Favorite healthy snack?
favorite healthy snack. I
Probably
just go
celery
upstairs
and
and chop
peanut.
up vegetables and just eat it. Just eat vegetables right out the fridge.
I like raw vegetables too.
Yeah, I like
There's
veggies.
one time I chopped off chopped up a head of lettuce and just had a finger salad one day, and I'm like, this is awesome. Weird, but awesome.
I don't really like lettuce myself, but I do like just some raw veggies. What about
healthy,
you?
healthy snack? I'd have to say I like almonds.
Almonds are nice.
Almonds are good. What about you, Bookie?
I like vegetables too a lot, and yeah, I like cashews, trail mix.
Man, I fucking love trail mix. God damn. That stuff is really good. It's like crack too. You gotta watch it.
Sesame sticks and trail mix is the one Pennsylvania thing I like.
Oh fuck yeah, dude! No, the sesame sticks ain't just Pennsylvania. They're around here
Yeah.
too. Fuck yeah, I love sesame sticks.
Here you go, Paxton. We're getting close to the end of the questions, I think.
What is your favorite movie?
The
Believe it or
Matrix.
not, Groundhog Day.
There you go with
Both pretty good.
sadistic shit
Those
again.
are both pretty good movies. What What about you?
Probably Mighty Python, the Holy. Yeah, Mighty Python, the Holy.
Yeah.
That's my second. That's very close second.
Yep.
Well, that's a nice spread, actually.
We'll call it a draw.
All right, so what's your favorite recreational activity?
Fishing.
Yes, fishing.
Aren't we missing someone?
Yes.
Boogie!
Yeah, I like going on hikes.
Hikes.
Hiking and fishing.
Dude, that's actually one of my dreams
love
is
that
to have
shit.
like a multi-day hike / camp / fishing fest.
Yeah, like we keep talking about putting together like an MLTP meetup where we just like go out in the woods together and shit and do our thing.
You come out here to Pennsylvania, there are a lot of ways you can hike from one body of water to another body of water by following a river.
Sounds like a good time to me.
I'm not sure if we can talk everybody in MLT. Like, not everyone in MLT is like as fucking crazy about this shit as we are.
We'll get them there, slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. I keep showing up and being like, get in, bitches, we're going to freedom. And they almost just jump in without questioning. One of these days,
One of these days.
I'm going to
Mike,
drive
we'll
off
get 'em.
with them into fucking Liberty Land. No, I'm just kidding. They're all anarchists and shit like that. They're just like a lot chiller. What's the next question? We're getting to the end of them.
Is that not
That's where
all
we
of
always.
them?
There were more. There was like, what's your favorite mixed drink?
Oh yeah,
Milk and
yeah.
Coke.
When I drank, it was Jack and Coke, but I don't drink anymore. So my favorite mixed drink is coffee.
I like coffee and don't really drink anymore either.
Wake up with coffee, go to bed with Jack.
You need to quit doing that. Fucking headbutting trains and shit.
Jesus Christ, dude. Yeah, don't hurt yourself, please. Again. Don't hurt yourself more.
No, don't hurt myself more. Bubble wrap.
Yeah, we gotta wrap you up in like a bubble wrap suit. You're gonna walk around looking like the fucking the blow up robot from Big Hero 5 or whatever.
Baymax.
Baymax. Yeah, you're gonna go around looking like that.
Blah.
Or maybe we should just get you a Baymax.
I'm sensing you are in pain.
I wake up and my mind is in pain before my body's in pain.
I'm sensing you. I'm sensing you are hungover. Get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, it just wakes up and I am like, it's just on top of me. I'm sensing you are hungover. What are you doing here?
I feel like we're missing things. Oh yeah, have you guys ever played D&D?
No.
No.
Who said yes?
Me.
Shit.
I play the shit out of D&D.
Oh my god. That got dramatic really fast.
That's how you know who played D&D.
Yeah. Are you a bard?
I have a couple bards, but I'm mostly a cleric.
I love my bards and my rogue types and shit, personally, or sorcerers. What's your, and you like clerics the most? And the rest of you are not based.
Whatever.
I mean, you're okay.
I just picture you guys as that movie Role Models.
LOL.
I don't know, man. The rules of that game is too complicated. I accidentally stick my dick in the chessboard.
You're that guy.
No, I don't know anything about D&D. I've never played it. I don't know. could possibly end up liking it. I don't ever deny that ever being a possibility, but I've never played it.
D&D is one of the reasons why I stayed in so much shape, I think, because like I did ROTC and I did a lot of D&D, so like my bag was filled with books, and I was doing ROTC shit all the time, like early and late and all this other crap.
That's how I learned the city that I live in so well, is because I used to go around to different people that were putting online D&D games together, and we'd go meet at their place to play.
God, I remember the days of actually meeting up with people to play D&D, and I really miss that.
I know. Dude, we used to play D&D at lunch in high school.
Shit, we've ruined the fucking lightning round.
Yeah, we need to
I think
close
the
it up,
only
Mike.
I think the only question we have left is cat or dog. And just in case one of you becomes president, we have to know this.
Doug.
Dog.
Parrot.
That's not.
Yeah,
You
of
have
course.
to be
Why am I
fucking
not fucking
contrarian.
surprised?
Fucking contrarian, of course.
Because birds ain't real, bro.
Because birds aren't real. They have to change the batteries out while we're all in fucking like COVID.
How often
so
do you have
that's
to
what the
change the
pandemic's
batteries in
for.
your birds, Disco?
I bring them outside. They're solar powered.
Yeah, my birds are solar powered too.
I haven't fed my birds in a while. They've died. No. Although
All right.
I might be a dog person, but I had a cat when I lived in my apartment.
I will say I'm
I-
definitely a dog guy too.
But I'm a dog guy.
I have a hard time picking between the two because I love dogs. Well, I don't like domestic cats. I like big cats.
I'm one of those people that can train a dog to walk beside you without a leash and not go off and do the dog things unless it has to use the bathroom.
Dude, I'm one of those people who gets cats to walk on leashes.
I've never
I don't
gotten
know
a
how I
cat
feel
to
about
walk on
that.
a leash because every time I've tried to put my cat from the apartment on a leash, my arm got cut.
I'm beginning to feel like it's a weird thing because it always blows people's minds when they see my cat on a fucking leash.
I could take my cat through a fucking obstacle course.
Like, we
but I
have
could
to
not put that cat
argue
on a
about it
leash.
first for a little while, but then he's like, all right, fine.
My cat actually ended up doing something very interesting when I had my apartment. She would drag all of the empty beer cans and beer bottles after a party to the trash can.
That's nice.
She wouldn't put them
Who
in.
needs a
because she couldn't
Boomba?
get up there.
Well, I mean, they're still over there, though. That makes it so much easier.
Yeah, the cat drags them all over there, and then I think the cat does surveillance to figure out who's still alive and who's left the building.
I
Does
saw
your
a
cat
video of
deliver
an elephant
cheeseburgers?
picking up trash once.
Did the cat what?
Does your cat deliver cheeseburgers?
Yeah,
Man,
that'd
I
be
wish
pretty
I could get a
awesome.
cat to deliver cheeseburgers. It'd be like, do you want a fucking bees burger?
Jesus. You'd have to, like, the thing is, like, you couldn't trust a cat with your cheeseburger, man. You can't
Nah.
trust a dog with your cheeseburger either, though.
All right. Thank you guys very much for joining us this evening with our very special guest. Definitely check out their show. We've got all the links below, and hit them
Yes.
up on the various Twitter. Spread the love to
We'll add the
our
extras.
fellow flower boys here. If you liked the content of today's show, go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Share us around on the various social medias. Tell your friends and family about us. Don't tell your Fed boys. And if you would like to help support the channel, we've got the Cointree links below, where you can buy our merchandise and also join our Subscribe Star. The lowest denomination is going to be $5, and the highest, I believe, is 20 or 25, something like that.
Yeah, it's 25. Thank you guys who have actually subscribed, by the way. You're helping us pay the bills and be able to do better shit. And we actually have reached our bill
First
point,
goal.
so we're able to, this is our second goal. Like, we've actually covered our whole bills, so everything now that comes in, we're going to be able to use to, like, go to different places and make things better and help with stuff,
You're not very concise, are you?
I'm fucking bad at this.
Yeah, I
Help
don't know
with
why
stuff.
you
We're gonna
do it
use it
every
to do
time. You
good shit.
interrupt it every time, even though I'm going to be covering the
I
same
always
stuff, and then you drag
fuck
it
it
out
up
for an
every
extra
time.
10
Yeah.
minutes.
It's what I
Anyway,
do.
Yeah, just the lowest one helps us
We
out
love you
quite a
guys.
bit. I swear to God, I'm gonna punch you the next time I see you, Mike. Better fucking visit soon.
I'm just gonna walk up and duck.
The highest denomination, if we get 5 total of the highest denomination, I will write another Liberty-based erotica, and I'll let you guys
We're
choose
one
the
away from
Liberty-based.
one more fucking porn from Liberty
You'll get it right
erotica. I'm
eventually. There you
sorry.
go. Oh my God,
We
I've
are,
had so much to drink tonight. I should not be the one stumbling here.
yeah, if we get one more top tier subscriber, Paxton has to write another Liberty erotica, and we're gonna let you guys poll and pick who stars in it.
Uh, Yeah, if you guys would like to preview that, the previous erotica, we have Dan Berman, fucking presidential candidate, reading my erotica for you guys, so you guys can kind of see how spicy it gets in the freedom sector. Um,
It gets pretty wild.
Other than that, if you guys cannot help us financially, you can check out our Brave affiliate link and sign up for that. That gives us free money, and you guys don't have to pay anything for it. If you stay signed
And you
up for a
can buy all
month,
your shit.
you
Keep going.
And if you stay signed up for a month, we get additional money. The cool thing about Brave is it will basically give you premium Hulu and premium YouTube. So you're essentially saving money for signing up and also giving us money. So it's kind of a win-win-win situation there. And lastly, if you don't want to do that because you hate us, then sign up on the Discord or the Element, and you can join us on there and tell us about how much you hate us and why all of your opinions are lesser than mine. So now you can say things, Mike. Now you can go ahead.
Okay, so we're gonna work on trying to like come up with other things to do and try and like cross pollinize and libertize and all that shit in the future. And we really enjoyed having you guys on. And we have obviously we have our morning shows that everybody can catch us on. And do you guys actually have a schedule, or do you just pop out with them?
We've been kind of popping
What the
out
heck
with
is the
them.
schedule?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's fairly regular though, so like if you guys just like follow them on Spotify and stuff, you'll get them and stuff like that. It's pretty often. So like check theirs out.
Yeah, we try
and
to release them weekly.
We do our Monday show. Obviously, we'll be there for the Monday show. We'll see you guys then. And next week we have a special tea time. We're gonna have another like group of people hanging out and having a group discussion. We're gonna be doing ladies' night and LGBT at the Big Luau. It's gonna be wonderful. Paxton's gonna be trapped in here with us, and his trad ass is gonna be hosting. It's gonna be wonderful.
Why are you gay?
Oh God. Yeah, when I was like, you want to host? He was like, really? Okay, this is gonna be cool. Can I play the GIF? And I was like, yes, you can play the GIF.
Yeah,
So,
it's happening.
so we're gonna play the GIF. It's gonna be wonderful. What else did I leave anything out? No, I don't think I did. So we'll see you tomorrow for the morning show. You guys keep an eye out for these guys. They're awesome. We're gonna be trying to like retweet and stuff like that. And so like if you follow us, honestly, just go follow them too. It's easier, but like we'll also circulate it around too. So just keep an eye out for this shit. It's gonna be awesome. We're all gonna love it in Liberty Land together. But until tomorrow, you guys be safe, and I mean, fuck it, don't be safe, be free. And